All right, everyone. Hello and welcome to Team Fortress TV's live coverage of ESEA Invite Season 20. We have a great matchup for you here tonight between Getawhale Fanclub and Meat Market. I am BloodSire. Over on the camera, we have Mathsad. And joining me on the mic is the legend himself, Mr. SLIN. How's it going?
What up?
Are you excited for this? It's going good. Are you excited for this matchup we have here between these two teams?
I am. I don't get to cast these matches too often, and I'm really excited to be here for this match. And Getawhale Fanclub versus the Meat Market should be a good one tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. And, before we get into the things, there was a little hiccup that we should mention with the Getawhale Fanclub roster. Currently they are vying for a 4th place. They want to make it into playoffs, but a little bit of roster trouble they had earlier on today, SLIN. Troubles with their medic. I don't know if you want to tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, as far as invite season goes, it's been a good season thus far, but there's actually a 3-way tie for 4th place. So you got Ascent, it's the 1st place, Froyotech 2nd place, Team Solo Uber in 3rd, and then there's a 3-way tie between Getawhale Fanclub, Strawberry Mangoes, and Woodpig. We're going to be casting the match between Woodpig and Froyotech tomorrow night, but tonight it's a pretty big match here for Getawhale Fanclub, and yeah, their roster is not looking so hot.
Yeah, there's a lot riding on the season right now. A lot of things going on. Tensions are high. Teams want to make sure that they have everything firing on all cylinders, that they're playing as best as they can. And the Getawhale Fanclub had some issues, it seems like, internally. Their medic, Nursey, she didn't feel like the team perhaps was performing up to their standards. A little bit of a hiccup the team had earlier today on the teamfortress.tv forums. That kind of all got aired out. A little bit of dirty laundry being aired out via I think stolen paste bins, actually, and they cut her, or she left, one of those things. They picked up a new medic. They paid for that medic. I believe it was Kig. But it seems like everything has cooled off. Everybody, they're all friends again. And Nursey is here and ready to play, SLIN. But I wonder, with all that kind of drama going on, if that's going to affect the way the team can play today.
Yeah, you really got to be careful what you put on those paste bins, because John Milter will go on the paste bin and find it and dig it up and post it on the forums. You got to be careful about that. That guy's out for blood. But we thought that Kig was going to be playing the match tonight, and checked my Steam friends list, and he's on snooze right now, so it looks like Nursey's going to be playing.
Yeah, and you know what? It's good to see a team with the roster that they've been practicing with before the season, that they've been playing with throughout the season. As a team, you really want to have this sort of concrescence of just players and have the ability to be firing on all cylinders and to be a solidary single unit. And I think if they were to use a medic ringer here tonight, they wouldn't have that. But currently they are 4-3 in the standings, so they want to make sure they do not drop to 4-4. Like you mentioned, there is a 3-way tie, and there is a lot riding on every single match going forward, because as we've seen in the past, just one game can separate who goes to playoffs and who doesn't. But with all that said, why don't we go and
I want to talk a little bit more about that, because I don't know what they're going to do for the rest of the season, right? As far as using the rest of the season goes for Getawhale Fanclub, Nursey's been really good all season long, but Kig is also a great medic with a lot of experience playing an intermediate and also an invite as well on the Grimes. So, that could be a potential option. Who knows what's going to go on throughout the season, right, Justin? Like, right. It could be Kig, it could be Nursey, but at least for tonight, they've been scrimming. Like, that's something they've been practicing, so it's good to actually see that here tonight.
That's true, and something we didn't mention, which is kind of a big deal. You guys might have missed it. You haven't been paying attention. There is a win for Getawhale Fanclub over Froyotech via forfeits. Forfeits will happen. Yeah, forfeits will happen. So, you can't fault a team too bad for taking a forfeit win. But apparently, while TwitchCon was going on, Froyotech could not field Banny and had to not play their match on, I think it was a Monday. And Getawhale Fanclub, they decided, they were there, they wanted to play then and there, which is their right, and they decided not to reschedule.
They took the forfeit win,
but they took it, they stole it, but, and stole is the operative word here, because a lot of teams, underneath them, and especially in that 3-way tie, they don't have a win over Froyotech, and if all things are even, and it comes down to a forfeit win over Froyotech, that's a big deal. So, a lot is riding on Getawhale Fanclub to beat Meat Market here and to prove that they really are going to be a team that is going to get into playoffs by the merits of their play.
Right. I mean, you could argue that Getawhale Fanclub wouldn't even be tied for 4th place right now if they didn't take that forfeit win, because, you know, Froyotech, the reigning world champions from I-55 a couple months ago, and, like, who is going to beat them, especially at this level, right? So it's like, yes, these guys are invite players, but they're not going to beat Froyotech, and to get that win there is pretty big, especially when it comes later on in the season when you're looking at tie breaking and who's actually going to make it to playoffs.
And it's a huge win. And going forward, I believe all of those players in the three-way tie, Getawhale Fanclub, Strawberry Mangoes, and Woodpig, you know, they all play the top 3 teams one more time. They each play Froyotech, Ascent, and Team Solo Uber one more time. And so unless one of those other teams can, you know, can sneak out a win against, you know, an unlikely win against one of those teams, they are at a disadvantage. But forfeit wins do happen. They're completely legitimate. So it's part of the game. It's part of the league and part of the season. And we are only concerned, SLIN, with what we're going to see here and now. So we've talked a lot about the Getawhale Fanclub. Why don't we talk a little bit about the other team on the field tonight?
Yeah. Let's do the roster rundown,
yeah,
shall we?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, just to give you guys a little sense of who's on the teams. You guys have been watching them all season long. For the Getawhale Fanclub, we got Nursey on Medic, Avast on Demo, Goldfish on Pocket, Aim on Roamer, and Arek and Link User on Scout. And for the Meat Market, we have Ubi on Medic, Pamphlet on Demo, Broking and Blank on Soldier, and then Sezco and Cheesy MacGyver on Scout. And both of these rosters are looking really strong this season, actually. And, you know, Meat Market 2-5, but they actually have a pretty good lineup.
They do have a very good lineup, and I had the privilege of casting with Buick an earlier Getawhale Fanclub match, and we had talked a little bit about how the way that their schedule worked out for them. They played a little bit of the lower invite teams earlier on in the season. That's how they were able to go up 3-0. Whereas some of these other, you know, mid-tier, maybe lower-tier invite teams did not have that privilege of playing the weaker team. So I'm very interested to see how Meat Market fares against the Getawhale Fanclub, how the Getawhale Fanclub fares against Meat Market, because, Len, this is the first time that these two teams are going to meet here. They're going to meet Market here as they are going to get ready.
No, I don't think so. So yeah, but the thing for the Meat Market is that they have some invite experience on that team. You got Blank, who made land 2 seasons ago. You got Broking, who's won intermediate, and Broking and Cheesy have been on the same team, the Meat Market, since the beginning of the Meat Market, and they won intermediate with Blank number of seasons ago. So those guys have a lot of experience there. You got Sezco, who everyone knows and likes from his stream, and just like a really solid scout who's played in like top 4 teams in North America for quite some time. So you have the experience there, but for some reason they just haven't been performing up to those standards. Like when you look at that roster on paper, you're like, okay, Sezco and Cheesy on Scout looks pretty good. Broking and Blank, both very solid soldiers, like, you know, both really good pockets, and I'm sure either one of them switching in and out of that pocket roamer role would be great. But, you know, there's just been some question marks this season. Like they're not performing up to those standards. 2-5. 2-5? 2-5.
Yeah, 2-5. The Getawhale Fanclub are 4-3. Meat Market are 2-5. It would be nice to see them find something to coalesce around going forward in the season. A win here against Getawhale Fanclub would certainly do that. If you look at their roster on paper, it certainly looks like a strong team, definitely a mid-tier, if not a playoff team here in Invite. And this is their opportunity here to see if they can take down the Getawhale Fanclub, you know, put them back, knock them down a peg, and climb themselves up and write their season.
It's also really important to note that, like, they're on a 5-game losing streak. Like, they won the first 2 matches of the season against Mad Luxurious and Kwai 5-0, the weaker teams in the division, but then they've lost every match so far. So they really need to turn around, both for, like, yes, they need to get wins on the board, but also just for morale. You know, you want to be winning, you want to be trending upward, and, you know, they're not looking so good right now.
Yeah, it's a test on your morale endurance when you lose 5 straight in a row, and with that playing on the Meat Market's minds, and also with the medic nonsense and the nursey business happening on the Getawhale Fanclub side, you know, this might be a battle of wills here, a battle of wits. See who cracks first. But you know, we do have 12 in the server, SLIN, and I'm waiting and hoping that these teams do ready up soon, so we can bring our viewers some awesome live TF2 action.
Yeah, and I do want to talk about the Getawhale Fanclub as well, because just real briefly right before we hop into it, I mean, this is a team that doesn't have as much invite experience as the Meat Market, so you're going to be a team with, like, not so much experience but a little bit of roster issues versus a team with a lot of experience but hasn't been doing that well this season, and we're about to go live right now.
Yep, there we go. Teams are picking their sides, and we did see that white text. Pretty soon we will see the green text. That'll signify that we are going to get ready to go live and bring you the first middle fight of this matchup. Like we said, this is the 4-3 Getawhale Fan Club versus the 2-5 Meat Market. The first time these teams have met. Here they are. The first middle is about to happen. Take it away, SLIN.
Oh, it's looking like one. Oh gosh, Meat Market coming off to the top left side. Both teams going top left. Soldiers taking the high ground here for the Getawhale Fan Club, and AIM gets the first pick there onto Broking. Pretty aggressive Soldiers. Blank's gonna get it down as well, and looks like Meat Market are 2 players down here, Justin.
Yeah, Getawhale Fan Club getting with the early lead. Very on. There's a third onto Sesko. Oh, and AIM going big. He's going to take down Cheesy MacGyver. So Getawhale Fan Club showing right off the bat that they are a force to be reckoned with. This does not look good for my saloon bet, SLIN, but 3 down for the Meat Market. And already we do see the Getawhale Fan Club in on the last of Meat Market, just trying to get some early spawn camps, early damage, and not let the Meat Market come out at all and try to contest this second.
Yeah, Getawhale Fan Club looking so strong. They took control of middle. They're taking control of 4th point, and Meat Market are not in a position to contest this right now. So they're looking like, yes, it's an even Uber situation, but this is going to be looking like a first round here for Getawhale Fan Club.
You see that heavy come out from Sesko on the Meat Market side. Oh, Link User is going to start things off against Slamberg, and that's not going to be good here for the defending team. They're going to have to do it down a player. I expect the Uber to come in any second. 10 seconds still left on that man advantage. There it is, the Uber through Shutter. Still holding on to that Uber is the medic Selah. He is going to pop his Uber, and red team not getting any frags as of yet. SLIN, this could be good for Meat Market as they are able to get their 6th player back up and not lose any more.
Yeah, big misstep there for the Getawhale Fan Club. They try for the back cap though. Wreck on the last point puts a lot of cap time, and that's going to trigger the aggression here from the Getawhale Fan Club. Coming in for that heavy. Sesko doing so much work and is just holding them off, and wow, it's just a Vast and Nursey trying to back their way out of River, but that was not a good play from Getawhale Fan Club. Broking sacrificed himself. They had the one-man opportunity to get the last push to go, but they messed it up, and now their combo might be trapped here on second.
Yeah, down goes the medic. Nice job from Cheesy MacGyver pinching that medic along with the rest of his players. The demo is going to be able to sneak out, but capping behind the play are the Meat Market team. A nice job from them. They are going to have a big, around 75% advantage when it's all said and done. So they need to make sure that they are able to get into this middle, not spend that Uber, and cap it and use that Uber to get in onto second. It looks like Getawhale Fan Club do not have anything to show them here on the middle point. And look at this, SLIN, already moving up with that Uber is Meat Market.
Yeah, the Uber is going to be popped, and they're chasing. Looks like Getawhale Fan Club are going for a bit of a rat play. They want to stop middle. Nursey goes down again, and that's going to be trouble. The Meat Market, we're off to a tough start for this round, but they've really rallied and come back, and they're looking very strong here at the back part of this round.
Yeah, and this is the point where the questions start happening in the back of your mind. And, you know, we talked about all the drama, and you really don't want to have a heartbreaker round coming off of that. You want to start off with a bang, not start off with a bang and then just kind of whimper away right when you can taste the round on your lips. But that's what's happening here. Uber advantage still in favor of the blue team, and they are moving into lobby. Looks like they are going to favor a river push here, as we do have 4, 5, 6 players congressing up there on that side. And on the defensive side for the Getawhale Fan Club, they do have an engineer and a pyro.
Well, it looks like, I mean, they have a, what, 40% advantage over there for the Meat Market, so they all they need to do is stay alive and push this river left side. And there's going to be a pyro and a sentry gun set up for the Getawhale Fan Club, but is it going to be enough? The sentry actually got picked up. That's a big deal now. The engineer Link User going to get caught out, and the gun's not even ready to go yet. The Uber's going to take it out easily, and Nursey isn't close to Uber. This is a big pick right here now, Justin.
Yeah, and there's that soldier trying to take down Nursey. In comes Cheesy MacGyver, going to take him down. A lot of players on that point. Is it going to be enough? Goldfish and a Vast in the back trying to do everything that they can. SLIN, it's not going to be enough. Like you said, picking up that sentry at that moment was the exact wrong thing to do. It had all of that build time left before it could be ready to shoot at anybody. It's just basically just wasted metal there, as it just tried to build and not shoot anybody. Went down very quickly. And that is the first round for your Meat Market.
Yeah, and this is going into the second middle. A bit of a repeat from the first middle, with both teams going top left, but not that same aggression there from Broking and Blank.
Early damage onto AIM from Meat Market, and Slamberg's going to get the first kill onto a Vest. We do have Slamberg right now in the backfield, a little bit being a little bit of a nuisance, and Getawhale Fan Club, they are trying to spot him out, pay attention to him, not try to overcommit. Over still on middle. AIM is still trying to get things done with very low health, 29 HP. They are letting him live. I don't know why. He's about to run into the blue demo. Did they lose track of him? No, he's still back there, just being a nuisance. In the meantime, Meat Market are going to be able to cap that middle point while they go on hunting mode, trying to find AIM, who's just jumping around collecting health packs.
Yeah, not a bad mid from Meat Market, but they did lose Ubi, their medics, so it's going to be an opportunity for Getawhale Fanclub to take back this middle with advantage. AIM gets the pick again onto Ubi, a huge pick right there, and it looks like Getawhale Fanclub are going to make their way in through the big door.
Nobody went back. I'm scratching my head over here, Slin, because nobody went back to find AIM when they knew where he was. They just concentrated on getting middle, and then they sent like one player. AIM jumped back in, collected a bunch of health packs, then just was like, hey, there's a medic kill. I'm going to take that. Thank you very much. We do see that the red Uber, in the meantime, was able to try to come in. But we had a back cap, Slin, and Cheesy MacGyver, he's still going.
Yeah, Cheesy got that back cap on the 4th point. And it looks like Getawhale Fanclub have to pull back to just defend against this, but Meat Market have control of that 4th. Sesgo goes down on the point there. It looks like Getawhale are trying to get that capture back, and the combo for Meat Market is just zoned out, but they're going to go in for it anyways. Looks like Pamphlet trying to get aggressive. He might get caught out. The scout's all over him. He's taking a lot of damage, down to 28 health. Drops out the drop down and makes that alive, but they did lose Bro King. So down 3 players. Looks like Getawhale Fanclub going to push their way in through choke.
Yeah, he had to go down the escape hatch there. There was too much spam coming in on him. In that choke area. Do you see Getawhale Fanclub were able to get back that 2nd point. The Uber is 20% in their favor. Not going to be enough for them to really get anything going here, and they are in a defensive position over on their battlements. They are expecting the blue team to come on in. Maybe they lost track of that Uber, but it is going to be an Uber versus Uber standoff here. We do see Goldfish trying to jump up on top of the choke area to get that early spam in, maybe gank a player who's not going to be seeing that soldier from that angle, and it looks like they are getting ready to go. Is that soldier spotted? I don't know, but in comes Slamberg. Slamberg's gonna pop the Uber actually, as Arik does take him down.
Wow, huge play there from Bro King to force the Uber from Nursey, and Ubi is going to be chilling out, back on middle, rotating towards the big door. Meanwhile, they're also able to try to pick onto Avast, the Devilman, as well. So another kill onto AIM on the flank. He's just getting caught out, but they're looks like the rest of Getawhale Fanclub were able to make it out alive, but you know, that Uber disadvantage play was really hurting them there.
Yeah, a bit of a skirmish going on right now in the battlements, and we do have the Getawhale Fanclub. They are hightailing it back to their last, trying to salvage whatever surviving teammates that they have here. They know that pretty soon there is going to be an onslaught of blue players. The Uber advantage still is in their favor, Slin, and it is by a margin that is enough at about like 30%. They can do something with that, but be highly, highly risky here on Gully Watch Last to push out without a few picks. So looks like they might have to just dig in and wait for a mistake from the blue team.
Yeah, Getawhale Fanclub, you can see they're just a little bit nervous this match. Like, you want them to be, like, doing really well. You expect more from the 4th place team in Invite right now, but they haven't been playing so well, but here comes the Uber.
Yeah, they are going to go for it. Oh, and a nice juggle onto Goldfish. Goldfish with that Uber tried to jump in onto the medic, wasn't able to do it. 2 frags do fall for Meat Market in the back. Goldfish gonna take down the Demo Man. Slamber takes down Link User. Goldfish still going on the medic. He's not gonna be able to take him down. Sesgo saves his medic, but Goldfish taking a few down with him. And on the last right now, we have Slamberg. Oh, he's gonna run into a minefield. Avast is gonna right click and take him out of the picture. Things are gonna calm down a little bit, but the advantage is in the blue team's favor by a big, big margin.
Again, this is what I was talking about. Getawhale Fanclub has just not been playing up to the standards that we've been expecting from them, because you would think they'd be playing a more cleaner game, but they're not taking advantage of a certain opportunities that they have. And it looks like Meat Market now, with the chance to take the 2nd round here, they're up against the level 1 Citrium top left. They easily take it out. Now they're just onto the point, and can Getawhale Fanclub defend against? It's going to be tough for them. An uphill battle for sure. They're down 2 players. 2 of their other players are so hurt, and Meat Market just going to collapse onto the last point and turn the 2nd round here. That's going to be 2-0 for the Meat Market here, Justin.
And a quick 2-0 that it was. Usually we're used to seeing some pretty long holdouts on Gully Watch Last, but like I said, they did try to push out with that 30% Uber, try to get something going, and you know, that could be the right play. You know, it's a hard call to make. And we did see that they did make that play to go out with that Uber, and in the end, just hurt them. But we're in mid number 3 right now. We can see who is going to take it here. AIM's going to start things off by taking down Sesgo. We do have Goldfish right now on top of the point, trying to get that early spam in. AIM's going to take down Ubi, so a nice pick from him. No blue medic. Cheesy MacGyver is going to get one to go onto AIM, but that's going to be a mid-win Slin for the Getawhale Fanclub. All they have to do is worry about Slamberg, who's in on their 2nd.
Yeah, a nice call there from Getawhale Fanclub. They've been going left on these mids, and they decided 2 mids in a row, it's not really working out, let's go right. And that was able to switch up the Meat Market. They just didn't expect it. They got picked, and they lost their medic as well. So Nursey now with a 100% advantage over Ubi, looking pretty good for them to come out of here through the shutter.
Slamberg still is back on middle. I believe he's trying to do some sort of a spawn camp, but there's no one to spawn camp except AIM, and already on his last is the red Uber. We have Ubi trying to do her best to stay alive. He's going to get taken down, and these blue surviving members are doing their best right now. They are skirmishing, trying to stay alive. 83 HP onto Pamphlet, 15 onto Sezgo, who's going to take down Link User. Nursey in trouble. Nursey in a lot of trouble here. 21 HP is going to sneak out of the shutter. How did it happen, SLIN?
You know, the Getawhale fan club is just choking right now. Like, we're talking about them not executing on these plays, and right here you saw that they had a full Uber advantage pushing into last against the meat market. Just were not able to hold against that, but that Uber just messed up. I don't know what happened there. Meat market were able to come out ahead in frags, and they've evened out the situation here. This is a great hold for meat market.
At least Nursey was able to stay alive and sort of slide and sneak her way out there.
Like, is that really a win when you had a full Uber advantage pushing last? I mean,
not a
win.
Pretty bad. Not a win. Yeah. Had Meat Market gotten her, though, I think they would have pushed out. As it is now, they are stuck on their last. We do see Blank trying to get something going over in lobby, but it's just really just spam, really just jabs here as he tries to poke and prod. Not really anything he can do until he has Uber. Nursey, we do see, already does have her Uber, and that is a big enough advantage to go, and they need to go now. They do go now. Early pop coming in from AIM. AIM getting right onto Ubi. Can Ubi stay alive? 84 HP. Oh, the air shot onto her. The sentry, though, is still there and still alive and trucking along here. Nobody is taken out, SLIN, and it looks like this is another failed push here unless Getawhale Fan Club can come in and have a repush.
Yeah, not too bad. They did get the medic with the Uber before theirs went off, and now they're actually cleaning up some frags here in the lobby. Meat Market overextended into the lobby and were picked off easily by Getawhale Fan Club. Now all they have to worry about is this level 3 sentry top left. If they just play this correctly, they can go in while Pamphlet is down, while the trap is down. Here they come left side, level 3 sentry gun. They got a couple stickies onto it. They take it out. Nice job there for Getawhale Fan Club. They're trying to work this left side angle in towards the point. They have a couple players underneath. Both of their scouts are underneath the point in the water. Meanwhile, Ubi gets picked off by a soldier top right. That's looking pretty good for them there. And Nursey gonna have to do the runaway thing again with this Uber. Try and conserve it. Broken goes for the force but doesn't get it, and now they're in a terrible situation where the second point is getting capped. That back cap is coming in, but oh no! Nursey
going on last. Nursey going to last. Is she going to be able to back cap it? A solo med cop coming in. She has the Uber. Takes out the Uber to save her live SLIN. She's trying to get more Uber. She does get more Uber. If she switches back. Oh no, actually it did burn out. It burned out. That would have been an insane play coming in from Nursey, the medic, which had some question marks earlier on in this game, but did go for the round itself. And SLIN, you know, while we're talking about medics, Meat Market are talking about caps, and they have capped second point, and they've capped the middle point, and they have bought themselves some breathing room as they try to push in, make this a 3-0.
Yeah, and Broking's team are coming into middle. They got a little bit of a scrappy fight going on here, but if you're a Getawhale Fan Club fan, you are like hurting right now. Like, this should have been a round win multiple times for the Getawhale Fan Club, and here you are watching the Meat Market come back in. Their medic is alive. They're getting this mid cap back down, and this might be a 3-0 here, BloodSire.
Yeah, so far it feels like watching us dominoes fall in slow motion, watching these Getawhale Fan Club team. It's not going good for them. A lot of things are going wrong, and it just looks like minor mistakes. It looks, honestly, like they might be a little bit on tilt, so, you know, you question how things are going on in their mumble and how things are going on with their team comms, but we do see with the Uber up for Ubi and the blue team, they are going to be able to take second scot-free. Some spam coming in, but no plays being made. Out comes Eric to try to get something going, and actually the spam is going to be enough to force Ubi to pop her Uber. That is huge because Nursey is at 75%, 80%, and still trying to build. Bomb. Can she escape from Slamberg? Yes, she can, and that is huge.
Yeah, Nursey just narrowly escapes out of that one, keeps that Uber alive, and Getawhale Fan Club, if they play this correctly with that pick, they should be able to push off. This Uber's pop top left through the shutter. They're chasing through. Goldfish looking for a frag, but can't get the combo. Yes, he does get blanked down, and now they're chasing Ubi out into yard. Can Ubi get out through choke? Just barely surfs that away, and now Getawhale Fan Club just need to play tight together, and they could be able to potentially push this out, but look at Nursey now. A scout trying to push her out, and then now she's have to pull back to last, and meanwhile AIM goes down to Pamphlet, so I don't think this is going to work out for them here, BloodSire.
Sezco is in on river and then in under the point, and so unfortunately the push out from Nursey and her medic was a bit disjointed from the rest of the team. They couldn't follow up because they had to worry about that scout, whether or not he would back cap. That is one of the pitfalls of Gullywash. And that's exactly what made that push not successful here, as we do see Ubi is going to have her Uber up in just a second. It's at 100%. Looks like it's going to come in through the shutter. It does. They have a heavy to contend with. Only 60% on a Nursey's medic. They're going to spam out those two players, put a lot of stickies on the point. We do have Blank trying to cap it. He is going to back up. In come the red team. That they do not want to let this point go here if they have anything to say about it. Now a soldier Blank still under the point with 50 HP, trying to get things going. SLIN, Link User's gonna take down Blank, and it looks like Getawhale Fanclub have done enough to draw that line in the sand and not let Meat Market take this cap.
Yeah, that push shouldn't have held. Nursey down again. And now they just have to be worried about this bomb coming here out of Goldfish onto Ubi. Lands 2 rockets. She just barely surfs out of there with 26 health. A key surf out of there from Ubi, and it looks like Getawhale Fanclub are down a player, trying to hold last with the Uber disadvantage. And this could be a chance finally for Meat Market to turn this 3-0 around. They've been trying over and over again, and they haven't gotten it to work yet, but this might be their chance.
This might be the push that sends it to the half here, and that would be a devastating half for Getawhale Fanclub, going down 3-0. They certainly do not want to do that, and like you mentioned, they are up against it here. 85%, 90% for Ubi and the Meat Market. And over on the flip side, Nursey is not going to have it for this Uber. The sentry does get spammed down. Here comes the Uber in from Shutter Door. Now Meat Market need to get frags. Scattering are the Getawhale Fanclub. Frags are going to come in. Are they going to come in? Income bombing players from the blue team. Afas is going to get the first frag. And look at that. Nursey gets her Uber. This could be enough to allow Getawhale Fanclub to push out. Frags are going left and right. They are making sure they are cleaning up. And what a fail push from the Meat Market.
Yeah, another opportunity. Again, 20% of advantage, pushing last. You want them to execute, and teams at this level playing an invite should be able to execute on 20% Uber advantages. But you can just see it's just a little bit scrappy. Nursey got that Uber in time, was able to hold it off, and with a successful defense there and enough frags, they were able to take back their second point.
Big tug of war round, or yeah, big tug of war round that we are seeing here. We do see Nursey now with her team is going to be able to take that second point, but with the Uber advantage, getting ready to leapfrog the advantage are Meat Market over by Choke, playing very, very far back. SLIN. We do see the Getawhale Fanclub. They are not putting any sort of a presence up at this Choke. Finally, Goldfish is going to go up and put some spam rockets in.
I mean, you can see Ubi's doing just a much better job of building that Uber. They're already at 25% advantage. They could take advantage of it, but Nursey, you know, gonna get this Uber in time and even things out. It looks like Meat Market want to slow things down as they head through the big door and get that pick onto AIM.
Yeah, AIM goes down. In comes Blank. Blank does get saved by his medic. A nice save from Ubi. Blank was at about 20, sub 20 health. They're going to use that Uber to hightail out of it because Red and Nursey have popped their own Uber in at Big Door. Is all the action. Cheesy MacGyver's going to take down Goldfish. And Sesko now being a nuisance.
Sesko, no, he's going to go down himself. Cheesy there picks off Avast, and looks like Meat Market have enough numbers to take back the second point. Scout trapped behind the point. They're going to pick him off. Yes, that's going to be a wreck going down there, and Meat Market successfully able to take this push with that early pick onto AIM.
Yeah, and 3 down right now for Getawhale Fanclub. 13 seconds still left on that spawn from Arik. 3 on Avast. He's going to be up for this push, but Arik's not going to be there. So, yeah, actually, it looks like teams are going to slow it down a little bit. The Meat Market, they just want to get this Uber.
Yeah, and they do have that 20% advantage once again, BloodSire, and an opportunity to push last. And if they execute on this, they're going to take it. Gully Watch has one of the most difficult last points to push in the game, but with a 20% advantage, you should be able to get it to go.
Take a look at this. The offensive heavy coming in from Slamberg. I like to see it. Teams used to run it on Granary last, and we are going to see a big heavy weapons man, a mobile sentry coming, and he's going to charge up SLIN actually. So the defending team are now wise to the fact that they have a heavy. I'd like not that to happen. I'd like to have the heavy come in as a surprise play after the Uber, as Arik does take down Cheesy MacGyver, and some questionable play from the offensive team.
Yeah, Cheesy just tried to go for a little peek there under through main. It wasn't really able to work. I mean, he's so easily shut down from the low ground, and he's going to die. But, you know, with this heavy, they're not going to allow Getawhale Fanclub to push out. But Getawhale Fanclub going to go for this. This might be a little bit greedy. They're peeking river, but no, they're going to back off of this. Give that back up and Meat Market. Oh my gosh, an Uber pop into the lobby.
Yeah, and this is where the heavy can shine, actually. If Slamberg's able to get in and find some vulnerable red players who are off Uber, he's going to be able to put in a whole world of pain onto them. He is going in river, jumping in now. He is spun up, and a whole lot of spam is coming his way. The medic does connect with him. Is he able to take somebody down? Oh my god, the damage is coming in. There's a scout on the point. Nursey, the only one left alive. And as we predicted, SLIN, that's going to send it 3-0 in favor of Meat Market as they go into the half. And what happened there for Getawhale Fanclub?
Yeah, I mean, I really like that last push. We were just briefly talking about it, where Cheesy goes down at the beginning of it, but they were able to get the pick onto Avast. And with that trap down, and also Getawhale Fanclub just like pushing up river, they kind of got themselves out of position, and that allowed Meat Market to Uber into lobby, get the picks, move the way through, exchange the Ubers, and the heavy cleanup at the end. I mean, you just saw like the soldiers were trying to bomb into the combo, but the heavy is just able to easily hold them off. And that's such a weird play. We don't often see heavies on last. Are we already ready in the second half here, Justin?
it looks like the teams just want to go. They don't want to take any sort of a break. I was reading some stats myself about to talk about how both the soldiers on the meat market are over 7,000. They are both leading the server, and that is huge for meat market. But we are live in the second half, and here we go. Can Getawhale Fanclub off the back of that first opening kill right this half and right this match. 2 do fall for both teams, so it is a 4-on-4 at the moment. Medic, though, in favor of the meat market team. Looks like they're just going to use that medic advantage, play some heals, try to back it out. Down goes Sezco, who was trying to take down Arik on the point. And yeah, it looks like, actually, SLIN, they're still playing it over by Big Door here. They do want to try to buy some time and not let Getawhale Fanclub cap this point, but I don't know if I agree with it.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch Sezco do that. I mean, he was trying to greedily cap the middle point, but he just gets taken down. They should have played the heal advantage, and they're actually still doing that right now. As they make their way back into middle, you see Cheesy taking over that top right side, and Getawhale Fanclub is just forced to get out. They're just forced to hold their own choke, and that's going to be another mid win here for Meat Market. They're already rotating towards the big door.
Had Getawhale Fanclub decided to just jump into the medic combo, who were denying the middle cap, instead of go for that cap, I think they might have put a whole lot of pain, maybe burn that Uber and take it out of the Meat Market's hands, but instead they did not do that. They allowed Meat Market to spam them off, and as we see, the Uber has been popped to use and buy second, and now they are getting ready to push into last. We already have Cheesy MacGyver and their demo man Pamphlet spamming and putting in damage on the last point. Both scouts and a medic left alive. They are going to run into a sticky and a scattergun from Sezco, and what a fourth round that was. Only 4 rounds have been played so far, and all of them, SLIN, have gone to Meat Market.
Yeah, this is so one-sided. I mean, we were the favorites. Getawhale Fanclub were 4th place in invite, tied 3 ways going into this match, and Meat Market 2 and 5 are pulling off an amazing upset here.
Absolutely, and you know, we want to see Getawhale Fanclub get back into this match, so let's see if they have any sort of an answer here on middle. Looks like they're winning most of the middles, they just cannot convert. You see Goldfish up on that point, as he likes to do. Arik's going to get the first kill in favor of his team, and a whole lot of great positioning from Getawhale Fanclub on that point, pushing out all of the red team. Cheesy MacGyver is left alone. 3 down for the red team, 6 alive for the Getawhale Fanclub. SLIN, if there was ever an opportunity for them to convert this into a win round, it's now.
We've seen other rounds this match where like Nursey was up 100% Uber advantage. This is just an even Uber percentage pushing last 6-on-6, and I don't know if they're going to want to go on this. They might go for a one-man sack. That's exactly what happens there. As Goldfish jumps onto Ubi at last and doesn't get that force off. Nice play there by Ubi to stay alive and reset things, but here comes the Uber anyways.
Yeah, he's going to pop out for some reason. I'm not sure why she decided to do that. She had about 50 HP on her health, and
Ubi goes down to Avast. Yeah, it's a big pick there for the Getawhale Fanclub, and finally their chance to turn the round. Maybe they just need to play heal advantage here as they begin pushing the last. Uber is top, heavy top right side. Soldier immediately onto him, and that's going to be an easy cap here. There's a one demo man trying to defend it, but no. Getawhale Fanclub finally on the board, and that's going to be a score of 1-4 here, BloodSire. They got a long uphill battle to climb if they want to get back into this match.
Yeah, and they're finally on the board, and you know, maybe that's all it takes. Get the jitters finally can leave the body. You're like, hey guys, we got that round. Let's just do it 4 more times. I'm going to take a look at Avast, see what he can do to support his team as they endeavor to do just that, win 4 more rounds. They have to win this one first on this middle point. No frags have fallen as of yet. Avast sees that soldier, tries to spam him out. Slamberg's going to grab one for the Meat Market. Goldfish answers that by a kill onto Sezco. That's very hurt, and the positioning better for Meat Market. We do see Arik now trying to get something going, but he is going to have to fall back with the rest of his team. And, you know, down those 3 rounds, Getawhale Fanclub are playing it very tentatively. They want to make sure they get in, keep their bodies alive, and not let the steam engine, the steamroll, out from Meat Market.
And if you look at the positioning there for the Getawhale Fanclub, they're all completely out of second point because they had no soldiers there to defend the chokes, but they were able to hold this off. Avast some great sticky damage there, picking off Blank, and Getawhale Fanclub actually up 2 players. They could actually push in the middle through choke here.
Yeah, they have to push right now. When you're up 2 players and you have Uber, you need to go, and you need to go now. They are doing just that, but they're doing it alone. Actually, here come from Big Door, the rest of their players. That is good to see. Both Ubers have been popped at choke, so we do see Meat Market trying to stare down in the face of danger, hoping that their respawning players can come in and get something going, but high ground for the Getawhale Fanclub, and the spam coming in. Oh no, for Meat Market. They are stuck in Big Door. That soldier very, very hurt. He's in danger of going down. Blank, 40 HP, manages to stay alive, but expect a quick push out of Getawhale Fanclub in through Big Door right now. That's exactly what they are going to do. Cap with a scout behind them as they get ready to move into lobby with that 2-man advantage and try to take control.
Yeah, and I would like to see the Getawhale fan club, even though they're down 3 rounds, I would like to see them slow down the play here and not make any mistakes, because we've seen them botch some last pushes in this match already, and they should just slow it down, take it easy, and capitalize on a mistake from Meat Market. You know, just wait for them to make a move, and you see Meat Market just so aggressive, trying to put pressure on them in the lobby. That's not their territory. That is the Getawhale fan club's territory. They should be holding onto that tightly and go for a sacrifice play here, but they're going for an Uber exchange.
Under the point. Goldfish under the point, but we do have Pamphlet is wise to the action, is able to sneak that out and sniff that out actually. And it's not going to be a defense actually for the Meat Market, as in come the Getawhale fan club with that Uber, and they get their second round, so this could be their half.
Yeah, no, Goldfish went for a cheeky play underneath middle, but underneath the last point, but the double scout Uber top right was able to get enough picks, and then they just rushed on the point and got that capture down. And now Getawhale fan club are actually on a 2-round roll.
Yep, and here we go, another middle fight. Let's see where it will fall. Meat Market need to try to right the ship here. Vast taking down Sezco is not the way to do it. Better positioning from the blue team. Frags falling for the blue team. Frags being traded now as there are only 2 alive. That is the medic and scout for Meat Market, and they might be questioning their middles here. They haven't really been winning them in the first half. They just they were able to capitalize off the mistakes of Getawhale fan club, and now Getawhale fan club, they figured something out, and they're able to convert these middle wins into rounds finally. So maybe smelling blood in the water, they're going to be able to cap this second point and try again to get in and get another round. Take a look, by the way, SLIN, at Goldfish, who's in a very sneaky play above lower middle into last.
Yeah, he's been hiding in lobby this whole time, and like I'm wondering what he's doing here. But now here he reveals his plan. He jumps out, goes for the force, and does get it there onto Ubi. Nice play there from Goldfish. He's very patient, but able to get that force. And here comes a really bad Uber now from the Meat Market, trying to salvage what's left of this Uber, but they're just gonna end up forking over some frags over to the Getawhale fan club. And now they're just able to easily pick those players off there. Ubi goes down as well on the backside, and Getawhale fan club looking so strong here to take this next round.
Yeah, that's a big mistake from the Meat Market. You know, they had that Uber and they were forced to pop, and out of spite they just went in with it and had a bad Uber, and all they did basically was feed. You had the positioning for Getawhale fan club. They're having Uber up themselves any second, and you know, you understand the idea. It's, oh man, they made us pop Uber, we have to do the same. But you're just going into disadvantage all the way, and you can see here that costs them that second point, and it's going to cost them an 80% Uber deficit as they try with anything that they possibly can to try to weather this Uber that's about to come in.
Yeah, and here comes the pop top right now through the shutter. They're flashing in 3 players. That's a lot of them. This Uber's not going to last very long at all. And with that level 2 sentry top left, the sentry goes down, but it's not going to be enough. Meanwhile, the flank from behind, Plank able to pick up a ton of kills there, and broken as well. And that's going to be a lot of frags for the Meat Market. A great hold by them against a full Uber advantage from Nursey.
Have mercy. That flash coming in from Nursey on all those players really destroyed that Uber for the Getawhale fan club. And you want to think, when you have that much Uber advantage, like, I understand the idea is, oh, let's make everybody invincible and just push them in onto last, and they'll do a lot of damage and we'll win and life will be great. But you really should just take one player in, force that Uber down somebody's throat who's not Uber, get that frag, and then just follow in with your other players. Instead, they kind of wasted it by flashing it to so many players. Yeah, the red Uber is going to be popped over in by lower lobby. We do have Meat Market now turning the tables. Aim's going to take down Slamberg, but oh, and here's the blue Uber Slam. I did not even realize that Nursey was about to have her Uber up, and it is up. Looks like Blank's going to get caught out. He does go down to Aim, and that's going to right the ship temporarily for Getawhale fan club, as they are going to have the man advantage to try to get something working in middle here.
Yeah, big misplay from Ubi at the big door, popping that Uber, and then the better Uber coming from Getawhale fan club. They're just punishing them right now through the big door. Scout Soldier, nice job there, pushing them out of big door, getting this middle capture down, and they just need to, again, slow the game down. You're already 2 rounds back, and you're only 2 rounds down for the rest of this half. You got plenty of time. You have control of middle. You've got getting control of 4th point, and here comes this play right now, BloodSire.
This is what you want to see out of an invite team. You want to see them able to convert the mistakes of your opponent into advantages for yourself, and they are doing that. Oh, but it looks like Meat Market are also an invite team, and they are doing the exact same thing, able to collect a whole lot of frags on overzealous Getawhale fan club members. As I was singing their praises, got a little bit too greedy, too deep, and now they are too dead as they are respawning, and the Meat Market are going to be able to cap and have that Uber to push into second.
Yeah, and meanwhile, the Uber exchange here at the choke, not looking too good for for the meat market there. A little bit overextended. They're going to back themselves off the mid, kite away the enemy Uber, and shut down that choke right there. And that's going to end that play. Meanwhile, aim goes down at the choke, a little bit overextended, but that's going to push Getawhale Fanclub all the way back to their own shutter door. Meanwhile, the meat market are trying to punish that there. You see Pamphlet throwing a ton of stickies at the shutter door, locking them out of this area, but they just can't make it through into the second point quite yet. They're just taking it nice and slow. Don't want to give up too many players, but they could easily just take this right now, Justin. I don't know why they're doing it.
That is a great heads-up play from Meat Market, and that's what you want to see out of an invite team who's trying to show that they belong in playoffs. Meat Market, you know, they're trying to get something going for their season. With plays like that, that is a good way to start it, but looks like they're getting caught out again when I sing a team's praises. They are going to completely crumble before my eyes, SLIN. It's the caster's curse. I just need to stop talking, I think.
No, you're doing a great job, but yeah, they were giving up a lot of frags, and they just, I don't know what happened on that push. Like, Meat Market could have easily taken second point, and they just threw stickies on shutter, and then just gave it right back up, rotated to choke, and got locked out, and they lost 3 players as a result of that. Getawhale Fanclub take back middle point, and it's even Ubers now for them to maybe go for a sacrifice play, or what we've been seeing from them, like even Ubers exchanges.
You can see that Getawhale Fanclub are really have their eyes widened.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. Goldfish tried to go for a sack and just like jumps himself into a wall, and that ends that play right there.
Can't jump through walls yet in TF2. Rocket Soldier's not able to do that, and that's actually going to allow Meat Market to get some sort of a defense close in at choke. Goldfish actually is going to jump over the head of the Slamberg, and that's going to force Ubi to the pop for Uber. What a play. The ups on that man. He must have huge calves. Jumps right over that soldier. Red Uber is pop. Blue Uber is also going to be pop, but a frag is going to fall for aim on to Meat Market. Teams are going to level out at 5v5.
Yeah, if first you don't succeed, try again. Goldfish goes back in and guts that force, and now they're trying to make it through the choke, but oh my god, the punish from Meat Market just absolutely destroying them at the choke. Aim and Link user going down, and that's just going to turn the tables right back into Meat Market's favors, and here they are all over middle point, punishing this other choke here, and Goldfish is going to have to back right off.
And Meat Market serving up a cold dish of salami here with these meat shots, but Sesko is going to come in, put a nice meat shot into Arik. That's going to give them a man advantage as they go ahead and get ready to push onto this second point. Looks like there's not really anything that the Getawhale Fanclub can do. They are pushing at the top of River to try to get this soldier. Blank is going to go down, but the medic soldier combo here from Meat Market, they're going to need to make sure that they hightail it and get back to last with their surviving members. Now 2 down, SLIN, for the defending team. And Uber is up for the offensive.
A big misplay there from the Getawhale Fanclub soldiers, and now this Uber is going to come in onto the Ubi, going to force Nursey there. And actually, Nursey's
times 2 on the point, times 2. Sesko tried to get something going, almost stole it right from underneath the noses of the Getawhale Fanclub, forcing all of them onto the point, and this is not good. They are bottlenecked there behind the point. Only 2 members left alive. The medic is going in. Nursey with the saws tries to get it going. But in the end, SLIN, it's not going to be enough. They got funneled into that cap zone, and they were just prime targets for the rockets, the scatter guns, the pipes to come in and take them out.
I mean, what a tremendous upset there. Meat Market, a team that's 2-5 against the 4-3 Getawhale Fanclub that's tied, 3-way tied for 4th place. Meat Market not having a good season thus far, but showing that they do deserve to hang an invite, and they had the experience. We knew that they were there all along, and it's good to see them finally get a win on the board.
You know, unlike past invite seasons, we really do have teams that are very evenly matched. Any match can go one way or the other, which really makes betting on Saloon a very interesting thing here. And we do see a team that we thought were the favorites, Getawhale Fanclub, pretty handily taken down by a team that haven't been doing so well as of yet. But you know, with a win like that over a team that has a good record, 4-3, are the Getawhale Fanclub, and you know, coming into this they were 2-5 Meat Market. With a win like that, they have the opportunity to write their season and maybe get things going if they're able to take down one of the big 3. You know, it might be a pipe dream, but if they're able to do it, they could really put a bid in for their spot in the playoffs.
And you know what's really interesting is that, you know, Getawhale Fanclub, like, they started out this match so strong, like they won that first mid, and we're like, oh well, here goes the roll, like Meat Market's gonna fail another match again. But Getawhale Fanclub just started like choking a little bit here and there. Like, you had some pushes that you know for sure should have gone their way, and somehow it just didn't work out for them. And Meat Market were able to capitalize on a ton of mistakes there and slow the game down. Even they had one play where they're just pushing a heavy into last, and that's what you need to do. Slow it down, really just like get your bearings, and they actually were able to convert a win. They were on a 5-game losing streak, and they finally got a win on the board, and I'm excited to see what happens for them the rest of the season.
Now, I don't know about you, SLIN, but I have been giving info for the woodpig versus strawberry mango game, and I am in the server, and I am ready to cast it because we have a 3-2 scoreline. And like you mentioned before, these are teams that are also tied for 3rd place. So this is a highly significant match here. It's 3-2 in favor of woodpig, I believe. And we do see that the blue team, that is woodpig, are getting ready to...
Yeah, let's hop over there.
Yeah, I'm already in. I don't know if you need to get set up with the info or not, but I'm just going to go ahead
Yeah, I'll hop in as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start casting what I see. Because we do have a big matchup here between teams that are trying to go or compete for that 4th seed, that last playoff seed here. You see right now woodpig are backed up on their last, and Uber is up for red as they are getting to come in. Strawberry mangoes with that Uber have popped it. There's a heavy to contend with. It's going to take down Corsa, no problem. There's also a sentry, a sneaky sentry underneath stairwell. Frags are going to fall for both teams, but looks like woodpig are going to be able to do enough to defend here, but losing their demo man, they might have just opened themselves up for a repush.
Still loading into the server.
Yeah, and it looks like it doesn't look like they want to go off that, SLIN, because they are going to have their Uber just now, and they didn't want to get caught out in lobby before they have it. So with that Uber up, they are going to be able to try to get something going. Looks like they're going in through basement all the way to big door already. They're going to find that sniper all alone. Now their positioning is going to be known, but they have the advantage, a big advantage. In comes a big bomb from Muma, and Tag is already in the backfield. If they can pop this medic here, that is going to be big, but surfing that rocket is the blue medic.
Wow, I was expecting a better force there from Tag, the birthday boy. I mean, he has so much experience playing an invite, and that force right there just wasn't good enough to force that Uber. And here comes the Uber now from woodpig. They're going to walk through. They're peeking it. They actually don't want to take this. All of their players haven't rotated across yet to go for this push, and they're just going to slow it down.
That's right. We do see time 6 now on the point for woodpig, and I believe woodpig has the 3 rounds. When we showed up, it was in the half. So they didn't actually have a score line. I don't have that information right now, but I do believe woodpig is sitting up 1 round as of yet. We do see that bomb coming in from Milo, trying to get something going. He is able to force that Uber out of the red team's hands, and that is going to be huge because Chair User has his Uber still.
Yeah, I believe that is Indust is Chair User. No, Indust is on the other team. I don't really know who Chair User is, but Mason, looks like Mason is playing medic there for woodpig, and that was actually pretty decent from them. And they have this full Uber advantage that they want to use at the big door, walking it in nice and slow. Meanwhile, Strawberry Mango is just hiding up on that top ground. They just don't want to be caught out. But look at this Uber coming in behind them. Woodpig just sneaking it up the stairs, pops the Uber, soldier bombing in, and looks like there's almost a rap play going on here from the Strawberry Mangoes.
They have to rap. They're doing everything that they can to run away from everybody who's shiny and invulnerable, and it is a battle of cap points. Times 6 versus times 5. Very, very close, but the second cap does cap quicker than the middle point. There is nobody on last lane, and they are off to the races. Looks like they're going to be times 3 on the point. That scout, the last-ditch effort for Strawberry Mangoes to get some sort of a defense and stall. Not going to happen, and that is going to be the 4th round for woodpig. So we could be looking at another upset here.
Oh yeah, the score is 3-3. This is a big match here.
Okay.
And yeah, it's actually all tied up. Woodpig getting on the board here in the second half, and we're heading into the next middle here, Justin.
Yeah, mid number 7 coming in. I got my eye on Milo, who's playing underneath the point, waiting for his opportune moment to jump up and gank some players. Going to put some spam rockets in, but he is going to get discovered by a scout and a rocket who wants to kill him, and it does. We have players from the blue team caught in Cubby, and they're going to get pinched. Oh, they are stuck in the vice. Down goes Cherry User. That's Mason. Down goes everyone else in there, and only that scout left alive now. Already. Wow. Yeah, whoever. I don't even know where that guy's.
Yeah, no, that's a big play, like you said, by Strawberry Mangoes. They got up, they just climbed up that side so quickly. Woodpig were slow to rotate, and they got stuck in the Cubby. A scout behind them, Demo Man in front, and they just got sandwiched in there, got all the picks that they needed. And Strawberry Mangoes now with a full Uber advantage, rotating their way up towards Upper River for another push and a chance to get ahead again in the scoreline.
Yeah, Strawberry Mangoes, they want to make sure that they use this Uber correctly. We talked a lot about Getawhale Fanclub slowing things down on their Ubers into last, on their pushes into last, and Looks like we do see Strawberry Mangoes making sure they're doing everything just right. They are going to come in through River. It's a full push. Going to try to take on that Heavy first. The Heavy goes down, but there's that level 2 sentry over on the corner still to be contended with. The Engineer guarding it with his life. And 3 down for the attacking red team. 4 down as woodpig TF2 takes down Muma. Gotta love when nobody uses their names because it makes it really easy to cast. But those players, whoever they are, were able to defend. Now they're pushing out onto second.
Yeah, and second point there is going to go down for the woodpig. And a spy out of Alpha, so he's going to go for a little sneaky move. He's already camping himself out there in the big door as the Uber walks right by him. See what he does here as the Uber's already popped.
Ubers are already popped, so any pick that Alpha gets now is just going to be sort of a consolation, as he is going to stand still and just eye things, maybe call it out to his teammates, let them know, hey, oh, look at that, the tag is actually not a spy, but he's playing very spy-like in the backfield. Maybe he was calling out the positioning for Taggeron, and together they're going to be able to take down Mason. So down goes the Blue Medic SLIN, and big advantage
on
now for the red
Alpha. Alpha coming out of Cubby. He's looking for the Demo Man. Does get the pick there. And Demo Man for a spy is a pretty decent trade. But Free State somehow also going down somewhere else on the map. I didn't quite see where that happened. Actually, woodpig somehow coming out with more frags out of that spy play.
woodpig's probably scratching their head. They're like, there's a soldier behind us, and then the Demo Man gets backstabbed. And they're like, there's a spy too. They have no idea. Don't know what to expect. Very non-traditional play coming in from the Strawberry Mangoes. As you see now, they are trying to get into the middle point. They do have that Uber, and they do not want to spend it to buy this middle because they do have the advantage. And if they can use this Uber to break into second, that would be the opportune thing to do. Times 3 on the point now, and really nothing but a little bit of pipe spam to contend with on the middle. So yeah, they're going to be able to do just that. Take that Uber in through big door as they get ready to go to second, and actually hightailing it out of there are the woodpig. So they're going to be able to take this Uber and bring it all the way to last.
I love what Strawberry Mangoes are doing here. I mean, you're exactly right. They had Uber, but they didn't want to use it. They were able to take 2 points by not using Uber. It's incredible the amount of pressure that they were able to use that Uber to force the enemy into a terrible position, make them switch classes onto Sniper and stuff like that to just slow them down and not give them a chance to defend the points. And that threat of the Uber was so big that woodpig just had to back off of that. And now the Ubers are even pushing last.
Yeah, that's right. And see what we can have from Strawberry Mangoes, what they'd elect to go with as they try to crack this defense on last. We do see that defense is, once again, a heavy, that dispenser, which I like. Take a look at that dispenser. I don't want to pull a Leo 2Geo and talk about dispensers, but that's going to provide a shield for whoever decides to go back there and try to escape the spam that's coming in. A nice little bit of shield for the medic who's trying to avoid the Uber that eventually does come in. Of course, that sentry is in over underneath by stairs, which is also a sneaky spot because it's not readily spammable. You already have to work yourself in before you can take it down. And actually, we do see the engineer. He's going to pick it up, put it on his back, because I believe it was discovered. Go ahead and toss it into Sneaky. We do see Corsa, though. He's going to spawn up on Sniper, and Alpha is going to go Spy. So full pick classes coming out from the attacking Strawberry Mango team.
Yeah, I do like these little interesting variations on sacrifice plays. Like you saw Strawberry Mangoes go for a 2-man sacrifice, and now they're going for a 2-man off class. And you're not going to expect that. Like you might see the sniper at first, but then the spy comes in from behind you while you're looking or while you're hiding in a corner away from the sniper. So let's see how this works out for them. Alpha's been playing a lot of spy this game, and he's not bad at it, but you know they just haven't been using these spy plays super effectively. We saw the one earlier where they traded inefficiently, and now we're going to see another one here where Alpha's hiding underneath in secret.
Yeah, and he's spotted that sentry, so he's going to be able to call that, so early spam will be able to come in on that. I believe I hope he doesn't go for the point. Might try to get a sneaky cap here. There's nobody near him. Is he going to be able to get it? There are stickies on the point, my friend. Say goodbye. Alpha's going to go snooze it off in the respawn room, and in the meantime, Milo is going to take down Corsa. Ooh, and Free State's going to come in and shoot Hard Blue in the back, so frags were traded, but both pick classes for Strawberry Mangoes, gobble that, are going to go down. They're going to back it up, get into defensive positions as they expect woodpig to push out, but woodpig, they're just going to try to weather it once again.
I wouldn't mind a couple Strawberry Mangoes right now, BloodSire. That sounds pretty good. Like, if you can genetically combine these two things together, sounds delicious. But a nice heads-up play there by Milo. Like, as soon as you get the pick, instantly jumping in and trying to convert yet another pick. And if you die, it's not a big deal. But Milo was able to get the pick there. Unfortunately, Hard Blue did go down. That stops the push from woodpig and going out. But Strawberry Mangoes, again, resetting to the similar situation once again, and they're actually running the same exact off classes. Like, if you can believe it, Alpha dies as Spy, and you're like, oh yeah, I probably wouldn't go Spy again, but let's just do it, what the hell.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's gonna try to sap the gun. Yeah, he's gonna sap the gun. So, say, hey guys, I'm a spy and I'm over by your gun. And he's actually gonna be able to get the gun. I guess he was trying to bait that engineer, because he's still being a nuisance. Nobody looking for him. At this point, I probably would have gone pyro and just checked everywhere. But he is in behind the point. I got my eye on him. Oh, is he going to try to go for the cap again? He is going to try to go for it again. His half cap. It is very close to being cap, but it is not going to go. Somebody puts their little pinky toe on the point and stops it from being cap. Uber was popped from both teams, and
but the
3
frags
did go down from woodpig, yeah.
The frags are going the way of Strawberry Mangoes. They got the opening sniper pick, and they're coming in, collapsing on the point, and that's going to be the round there. Strawberry Mangoes, finally. A couple tries there, a couple of different interesting, you know, off-class plays, but they're able to get the point down finally and make it 4-3.
Yeah, it's going to put it 4-3 in favor of Strawberry Mangoes, and I'm going to go ahead and put my perspective onto Muma, see what he can do here for the Strawberry Mango team. See what he has. Give his team the spam advantage. Early on, he's putting a whole lot of pain on those climbing players on the woodpig side, and once again, as they try to cross the point, he's putting a whole lot of stickies into them. Free State's going to take down Milo. Harbu jumps in and takes down Alpha. He's going to get cleaned up by Corsa, though. Over on their side, woodpig with 4 alive, just trying to buddy up, play some heals, take it into their wheelhouse and get some frags of their own. Woodpig, TF2 is gonna take down 2. In comes his scout buddy, and down goes Muma. So what was looking like a middle win for the Strawberry Mango SLIN does go in favor of woodpig, who, you know, they just stood back on their side. They stared danger in the eye. They said not today. Now they have a middle win.
Yeah, I really like what Strawberry Mangoes were doing at the start of that. They got the early pick on to Milo. They were just playing it nice and slow, taking over the point, but they just gave up a bunch of frags on the point immediately, all at once, and that was what allowed woodpig just catapult themselves back through middle onto this 4th point, take it for free, and now they have a chance to do exactly what Strawberry Mangoes did to them. They have the chance to get revenge and come back into this with a couple sacrifice plays.
Chance to even it up and bring this to a the highly caster coveted 5-4 final tagline, but you know, first they have to get that 4, and here's their opportunity. They're gonna have to run through a heavy to do it, and Milo going down is certainly not gonna help their efforts. You see Alpha now on Pyro, showing that he's the most illustrious player in all of TF2. Also gonna be the most respawning player in all of TF2 as he goes down to those pipes. Gonna visit the respawn once again. Ubers are up for both teams, so it's really just gonna come down to who can get those picks, who can get those early entries. And unlike Strawberry Mango SLIN, who do have Corsa spawning up on Sniper, Alpha again on Pyro, and a Heavy, they are going full cookie cutter, 2 scouts, 2 soldiers, demo, and a medic. So they are going standard here as they try to break into last.
Sure, and you know, if you're woodpig, you might go for a 3-man sacrifice. It looks like they're going for a quick soldier into lower. Milo does peek down there, does see the Heavy, and he's like, I don't want any piece of that. He's going to try and make it back out of that.
He might get caught out.
Rocket jumps right into a wall, and Tag's able to pick up that frag right there. So now an opportunity for Strawberry Mangoes to push out. You see them making space with this Pyro in lobby. Alpha, unorthodox with this Pyro. You don't typically see this, but he's using it to clear the choke points, and he's actually just getting juggled up and trying to air blast the soldier back, but they're taking so long on this push out. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, one pick is a chance, you know, creep up, get some intel, see where they are. Maybe you can convert that into a second frag, and once you have a 2-man advantage, you know, then you can go, then you can really work with that. But it's not going to be in the cards for them that moment. They did have that Pyro, they had a Sniper, so not too much mobility. They decided to just call the whole thing off. A mission abort as they get back to last. Now Corsa is on Spy. So the off-classing is out in full swing here. As I'm going to take a look at Corsa and see what he can do. He's going to elect to go bottom middle.
Well, and
eventually work his way up.
I'd also like to comment on just like, I love to see the variety of off-classing here from Strawberry Mangoes, just keeping it interesting, keeping it fresh, and throwing it off for woodpig. Like, they don't know what to expect every time they see it, the push out. It's like, oh, one time it's a Pyro, next time it's a Spy, you know, next time it's a Heavy pushing out. So it's interesting to see that. Here comes yet another sacrifice play, though. And Milo's going to go down.
Yeah, Milo does go down. Maybe trying to create some space for his I don't know, the rest of his teammates to do something. I really don't understand that play.
He's going for a sacrifice play, basically, but it's not really working out for him. And the thing is, like, if you're going to go for these sacrifice plays, you need to do something different. That's what we were seeing from Strawberry Mangoes earlier on in the match. They were doing, like, 2-man sacrifices. And, like, way back in the day, if you really want to go back, they used to do 3-man sacrifices.
What?
Those are the kinds of things you need to do. As Corsa somehow gets spotted out there from Arctic Joe.
I don't know. I don't know what just happened. He looked completely invisible to me. and a scout just ran up and was like, "Oh hey," and just like scattergunned him in the face. You know, so backban that guy, but Free State's gonna take down Milo, and it looks like we're gonna have Strawberry Mangoes once again trying to get something going, but Tag is gonna fall down, so not gonna happen. And some a message mode warning coming out from both teams here as they are conversing with them pretty handily in chat. The Uber is finally gonna be baited out, and that Pyro is gonna do everything that he can to just annoy that scout. That scout does go down. Of course, is able to clean him up. And with that one-man advantage, looks like pushing through River, Strawberry Mangoes want to get something going.
Alpha and Muma in chat, in-game chat, were taunting them to push, and they went for it. Mason goes in, pops the Uber, exchanges the even Ubers there, and they're actually able to just reset things once again. So you see that these attempts to push last over and over again are just not working out for woodpig. You don't want them to go all in like what they did there, but I would love to see them do something different, like a couple man sacrifice or something different. But Gully Wash is one of the hardest last points to push in the game. We talk about how stalemated Gully Wash can be at times. It is one of the slowest maps because there's usually only 2 choke points into any one zone, but you see like they're playing Highlander 6s, like, or one of each class on the red team here, as they have a Pyro and a Heavy and a Sniper, and these are 3 of the most defensive classes that you can have as the Uber comes in here, Justin.
Yeah, the Uber does come in. Not even up for Indust yet, as he is trying to build it with his teammates, and so far, no, he is going to go down. And with 3 alive here, it is going to be a 3-on-4, and in comes the repush. It looks like we do have that medic from the blue team underneath the point, so he's actually not going to be able to dish out heals. ×2 on the point. Oh! Somebody needs to get their SLIN, but no. That guy, I'm going to call him
Arctic
that guy.
Joe. No,
is it Arctic Joe?
He just ran in through lower main, and like no one saw him. He just goes in, takes the 1v1 against the scout, wins it, and captures the point. That was a big misplay there from Strawberry Mangoes because they had 3 players alive to defend it, but they were all split up in different places. They didn't see him sneak in. He wins the 1v1 and gets the round. That's going to tie it up to 4-4.
4-on-4. We are in the 9th middle here. I love to see it. Whoever gets this first frag, it's going to loom large. Harblue does go down, but teams even out. Ooh, and the medic went down, SLIN, for the red team. Indus does go down, so advantage woodpig here as they are on middle. There's a scout they have to contend with, but he is going to get cleaned up. And only Alpha left alive with about 30% HP is going to have to back it out, not give any sort of a defense or contesting.
Yeah, this is looking at... Yeah. I mean, we've been seeing some slow rounds here from these teams, right? Just a lot of sacrifice plays, but this is looking like a chance for woodpig to just take this entire round right here. They got control of middle, they have the 70% Uber advantage, and this is just like an easy round for them if they convert this Uber advantage push into last.
Yeah, like you said, big Uber advantage, so if they slow things down, do it right, make sure they go in when they are all buffed and ready to go. This could be the final round, and it would be another heartbreaker. Well, actually, I mean, they're both tied for 3, but...
Yeah, it'd be great. Here comes the pop, and they come through main, onto a scout soldier. The first pick goes down to Alpha. This is looking so good for them as they killed Taggeron as well, and now they're onto the point. The Heavy just trying by himself to hold this one off. Can they do it? Corsa and Free State, the only two members alive, but the heal advantage is there for Woodpig.
Is that it?
And that is going to be the round for Woodpig. 5-4 is the final score line, and Woodpig take a very clutch last round there to win out in the 9th round. Justin, that was amazing.
And I'm not sure how it'll all work out in the standings, but I believe with the Getawhale fan club, falling down, and with woodpig winning over Strawberry Mangoes there, that's going to put them definitively into 4th place. I'm not too sure on that, but
it does.
Yeah,
it does.
okay.
I mean, yeah. So woodpig's going to go to a 5-3, and Strawberry Mangoes goes to 4-4, and that's like a really big upset. Like if anyone's looking at the rosters on paper, like they're thinking, okay, Strawberry Mangoes is a stronger roster. They got more invite experience. They got stronger players, but woodpig looking so good here, and yeah, a really great round for them, and a really great match in general, just to able to bring it through. And like we saw so many failed sacrifice plays into last point, but they actually won the match.
Yeah, we came in on the second half, and a little bit of a different flavor from the other match that we just watched. A lot of off-classing, a lot of cheeky plays, a lot of last, to be honest, but in the end, like you said, like you all saw, woodpig are the victor. And they are going to move into a definitive 4th place in the seeds right now. Still about half a season left to go, so things can certainly change. But a lot of great TF2 we saw tonight, and I was very happy that I could do it all with you, SLIN.
It was great, man. Oh, and we're going to be back tomorrow night. If you guys, like us enough, we're going to be back tomorrow night to cast woodpig versus Froyotech, which is going to be a fantastic match. So woodpig, 4th place now, against Froyotech, the 2nd place team. And that's going to be another good one.
Yeah, and that's exciting. And, guys, make sure you go to teamfortress.tv. You can find all the info there about when we go live, what's happening. You can also follow us at Team Fortress TV. Yeah, at Team Fortress TV on Twitter. We'll have all the updates about when we go live, all the community news and happenings. You'll get it all there. But I think that's going to do it for us tonight, SLIN. For our cameraman, Mathsad, I am BloodSire. It's been a pleasure having you all with us here tonight, and we will see you tomorrow.